Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, or just welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna keep going with Call of Cthulhu, presumably the name of the game, a little bit unclear if it is. And yeah, so far we found this island, and on this island we found a bar, and we found plenty of people standing around a whale, and we got this case to investigate. There was this father and his daughter died. Supposedly she was accused of burning her family, if I didn't get anything wrong, and herself as well. And the only thing that she left to him was a mysterious painting, like a weird painting, as I keep hearing from people around. So, and let's see, journal. Go to the bar, we did that. Talk to Bradley, we did that. Talk to Fitzroy. Fitzroy must be a captain, so I bet I need to just kind of, get out. So yeah, I don't know if people have anything else to say to me. Just a little bit curious. So by the way, you know what I discovered? I can crouch.
You can see he's half drunk. There's nothing to sort out. Your chum wanted to stir us up.
There's nothing for you here either.
But you can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Come on, you bastard! You'll see what a true sailor's got in his belly. You hear that? You bilge rats don't scare me.
What did he call us just now?
There's nothing for you here either.
Rat.
Beat it.
Even a poxed limpet. You think we don't know what you're doing? Hidden in the fog?
I'll shut up your big mouth once and for all.
Optimistic.
Okay, I was
Are
basically...
you stupid or what? Even your captain told you not to stick your noses around here again.
This isn't your home, you bunch of sand crabs. We go where we want.
Hey, you'll get us into trouble.
You're already in trouble.
Come on, can't we sort this out? You can see he's half drunk. There's nothing to sort out. Your chum wanted to stir us up.
But you can stay to watch if you want. You can...
Okay, so I was basically convinced that it would somehow be kind of relevant to the story in some way, but it wasn't. So I better go up here, because this is the only kid. And this is probably why... Okay, those guys, it was just kind of a game way to tell me, like, don't go there, I suppose.
Broken.
What's that? Oh.
This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. You just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. Who's cat? I don't know who's cat.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Okay, so guys, his voice is
A souvenir
so...
from a more prosperous era.
Hi.
I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Really?
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
I know I need to talk to Captain, but I just want to snoop around. Oh no, not again. The second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Well, that's good, isn't it? Ethics and what was it? Practical stuff? What is... Oh, it's like a harpoon, I think it's called. Yeah?
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Maybe it's the same man. He has no leg. How about that? Photograph of Captain Fitzroy. Oh, I did not see if he had or hadn't leg.
What a macabre souvenir.
Okay, so I got it like a clue or something? Have I? Journal? Clues, yeah. There we go. So there's a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. So it's not him. He just, looks like him. Got it. Got it. What do you guys think so far about the game? Let's speak to
I
him.
brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
There.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins, but that's all I'll get from them.
Okay. So. Okay. Let's see the journal clues. Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Is it gonna be like a puzzle to solve? Okay, let's meet him on the deck, as he said. Wait a second, it was a room, wasn't it? I thought it was just like... that we just... Oh, there's no other meaning, and I can't even use the toilet. Okay, wait. I'm so curious. Nothing here. Pretty though. Okay, I'm here.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your documents are unreadable. Ask him about Warehouse 36. Talk about the...
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
What did Charles Hawkins really do for a living? I thought that fishing stopped in 1847.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Yes. Lie, I have no idea. You underestimate me. Is this a game for you? It belongs to Hawkins' family.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
This is what I'm going for.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search it. What? Where's this warehouse again? Are you kidding me? Talk about Darkwater. Yeah. There you go.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Oh,
Your father?
John
like.
Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Who would be interested in that? Oh wait, maybe it's some kind of a clue. I don't think so. I couldn't pick it up. What is the miraculous catch?
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor.
Can
It's
you just tell
displayed
me?
on a wall of the stranded whale.
Oh yeah, it's the one that I read. Okay, got it.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Ooh. That's all, I guess. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Okay, I will. Game saved. Consult diary. Let's consult diary. Get inside warehouse 36. Pierce. Oh. La, 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 la. What do I wanna do? What I wanna do? Knowledge of the occult scenes. I think. Oh. There's nothing I can do with sanity. So I wanna do this. And I wanna... Oh, I don't... Okay, got it. So, and so... And then we have him... 45. Really? He looks... James Fitzroy is the captain of the Charybdis. They only bought the steel sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the Harbor Meister's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him. The bootleggers despise him. He offered to help me in my investigation. Well, that's good. Bootleggers. The bootleggers despise him. He offered to help me in my investigation. Well, that's good. Okay, let's get into warehouse 36. Can you please run?
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody
Oh, I could not investigate this one.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a
Medicine.
short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're
Do we have a specialist? Who's that? Who are you?
Where do you think you're going?
Oh. I might get into the warehouse. What are the police doing here? Leave. Others are interested in the warehouse. Ah,
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
exactly. We're in the same team. I may be related. It may be related to my case.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
Ooh. Please. Okay.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly.
Okay.
He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Who's that? Who's he talking about? Get inside. Okay, can I just... You're just like, you know, you're gonna be standing there? Well, okay. Bad. Wait, did I
You
talk
live
to
here?
him?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll
Oh.
teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I never have done such a thing. Who is St. Brendan? I've just arrived, you fools.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Oh boy. Keeping guard. Find out about the island.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway.
From
They're
drunken
more
you.
scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Who's Cat?
Is
Well,
it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
No, of course not. Bound Sandburn, okay.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Defaced.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
So
Isn't it a bit
never-
early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
For what kind of money? Why is it... Do I have any other option? I don't.
I've
Please.
taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
So I have a statue and I just don't know where the statue is, and I know that it's quite important to speak to people. If the script is written in a kind of good way, then this statue they're talking about has to be something that I need to look at. I just don't know where it is.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
So I heard that the entrance to warehouse is open, unguarded. Where is the entrance? Because they are standing there.
No idea. You better... What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Wow. This passage leads to the Hawkins warehouse. Oh, wow. I just say that? Oh.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't
Oh.
give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Naturally. What does this
So,
belong
who are
to?
you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Both?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Exactly.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
So I wonder, Cat must be the woman from the bar that dissed me, like, you know. Is it you who defaced
What happened to the
statue
statue of
station?
St. Brendan?
It's the
Dreadful.
statue.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Defaced.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Ha.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Yeah, I don't know if that's so funny. Oh, should I lie?
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Okay, so I can't get rid of those two. Is that a statue on the distance? If so, how do I get there? Ah, look, a whole place I haven't seen.
There.
There. Oh, I see nothing.
Hello, old friend.
Oh, bottle of liquor. How do I turn the lights off? I forgot. Oh. Yeah, so I don't want to drink anymore, do I? Oh, he's very defaced, huh? Lord. Okay, let's see. It must be. I must be able to look at the statue, investigate it in some way. I can't. I can't see anything. I see something is written, but it's like a gibberish. That's so weird. Why do they, tell me? Oh, there it is. I thought
Saint
so
Brendan.
much.
Patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
No, exactly. Occult. Saint Brendan. Does the patron saint of Wales and the whalers still protect the sailors of Darkwater? Visibly, there were other gods before Saint Brendan, and their worshippers do not seem to be of this opinion. The locals still worship the old saint, but a mark was made on the statue by another cult. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Okay, inventory. This bottle is part of batch stolen from Cat, the boss of the bootleggers. An excellent way to lean on the guy who guards the entrance to the warehouse. Oh, but no. He didn't accept it. Wasn't... Come on, run. Is there anything in here? You know, with every... Oh, I cannot jump. With every new game, it's kind of hard to say which objects are, interactable. So it will take some time for me to learn. So just stay with me. So I have a bottle of liquor now. Could I possibly?
Well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business.
Yeah.
What's in it for us?
A bottle.
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
I have already. Exactly.
Look what I've got.
With me.
You're a good guy, you.
Yeah.
Follow me. Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No.
Well, I guess here we go. That was very, very complicated. Just want to see if... No, there are no entrances. Can I climb a ladder? No, I cannot. Back and... Is that a wedding ring or is it some kind of other ring on my
Let's
finger?
see.
Lockpicking.
Perfect.
I like it how
this
game
place
saves.
stinks.
Consult diary.
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
To enter a reconstruction scene. Hold what? I didn't. What? What? I don't understand.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in
Ooh.
a place like this?
Boy, look at that.
It smells as bad as it looks. Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
What? Oh. To leave reconstruction. Okay, this looks like a man.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Charles and Sarah Hawkins.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
Huh? Oh boy, so I was someone who basically worshipped her work or something like that. Okay, it's so much to read, like seriously. Okay, I can, yeah, got it. Let's see. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. This warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life, photograph, press cutting. Okay, but it is the discovery of partially charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion that allows all doubts to be lifted as to the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. Want to get this up and that. Didn't I? Yes, I did. So there was a man who worshipped her, and he was hurt in some way, and he was taking painkillers and such. That all?
Someone has settled in here. And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Oops. Oh boy, let's team up. Someone else is interested in Hawkins. The case is far from being wound up. Threatened the police officer, that's stupid. Let's team up.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
I have a...
Would you please shut the door?
I have trouble
Open your eyes,
accepting their
Daddy. This
faces,
guy
like
went right under
seriously.
your nose.
They're like
God
undead.
damn it. Her again.
Ooh, that must be Cat.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley,
Yeah, it's Cat.
you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Well,
Is it far, this mansion?
obviously all
Look
her
behind
questions
you,
were
at the top
rhetorical.
of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
That's such a weird island. Pierce managed to get into warehouse. The place thought to be abandoned revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation as well as a partially charged painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Could be so good with decent graphics. Sorry, it's just look at their faces, it's hard. So she cut up him, as you can see on the face, right? Right? Oh, someone is hiding there. Could it be a man? Oh god, look at his mouth. Could it be the man that we saw? Like in this strange vision type of thing that we actually
here
can
we are. Hawkins mansion.
use. And now turn to a horror game.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
You're not the first to talk about Winchester. Let's
Your
go with this
partner,
one.
Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
This
I don't
place is
believe the
falling into
fire
ruin.
is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
So where did he travel and why did they have such a big house? Was there any reason for it, really? You know the place very
You're
well.
the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Yeah, let's, like, you know, do everything. Anything I should be wary of.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
You sure?
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Right.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Night falls quickly here.
Why not?
Of course.
You can help.
Right. Let's go.
I mean... Ooh, there are several places I can go, and I always go the wrong place. Like, you know, the opposite place from what I expected to go. I'm pushing.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
And how is that helpful in any way?
Poor kid.
Okay.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Inspire. Such a strange final resting place. I've seen enough.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Yeah, well...
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
He wanted a minute. He looks like he wants to go. Let's go. I think you want to go. So this is another way to mansion. I presume? Oh, such a lovely, lovely, cheerful place. It was once, I believe. This door looked very, very closed. Nothing? It's not so much to interrupt.
This entrance is still in use.
Oh,
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Was it him in bandages or something?
Mr. Winchester, lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Okay, grab the axe. Do not defile this place. Oh god, I have time.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule, and I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
You want to get rid of me? Well, you shouldn't really need this key. Huh?
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
My god. Just... where does this go? Is it just some kind of way back? No. Let me see. Just be patient. I know we need to go to the mansion. But I'm nosy. Because maybe I will see something that actually is of use to me.
I know a thing or two about solitude myself. Rather Spartan. The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the
Oh,
world.
it's his house. Oh, well, I guess I was ahead in the game. I guess we'll come here later. This is me running, by the way, guys. This character needs some face and muscle lift. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna annoy you. I'm just gonna go to mansion. Just gonna open the door so we can look inside.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Shall we, Anna? Yes, we shall, Anna. We shall, Anna.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Good. Pierce and Officer Bradley explore the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keep watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Who let them... Okay, guys, so you know what? I think that we kinda gonna consider ourselves being happy with this episode, and we are going to explore the mansion in the next one. Some bits of the story are very interesting, and I like the sounds actually. The voices are good and everything, and I'm looking forward to explore this mansion. So guys, if you like this episode, you know what to do. Push that like button, doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me a lot. And I see you all in the next video. Bye bye!